After a lightning-fast snake slips through his jaws and vanishes beneath the roots, hunger gnaws at his gut. But the badger isn't here to admire. He charges across the shallows, launches his entire body into the air, and slams into the bird's chest. He trots proudly along the sunlit trail, savoring his triumph, completely unaware of the shadow falling from the sky. Down from the clouds plummets the secretary bird. Long, razor-sharp talons strike in a blur of feathers, ripping the heavy snake straight out of the badger's teeth. Pride comes before a fall. Wandering through the dry, golden grass, the badger fails to notice the silent predator rising from the shadows behind him. A massive black-necked spitting cobra rears up, spreading a terrifying ribbed hood into the scorching midday air. The badger spins around and lunges instantly, but this opponent possesses lethal speed. A pressurized blast of venom strikes the badger straight across the eyes. Temporarily blinded and burning with pain, his ferocious assault turns into desperate defense. The cobra seizes the opening, sinking its fangs into the mammal's shoulder and coiling its muscular body around his throat. Exhausted, poisoned, and suffocating, the badger collapses into the red dust. Convinced the threat is neutralized, the bruised serpent slithers away into the brush. For any other creature, this would be the end. But through sheer physiological grit, the battered badger forces himself back onto trembling legs. Defeated, starving, but still breathing. Shaking off the lingering venom, the exhausted badger limps toward the cool wetland basin. At the water's edge, an extraordinary spectacle unfolds. Motionless in the transparent lagoon stands the shoebill. It waits with surgical patience, its massive shoe-shaped bill angled toward the submerged weeds. The badger watches from the reeds as the bird executes an explosive, downward strike. With effortless grace, it lifts another heavy water snake from the depths, snaps its bill to subdue the prey, and swallows it whole in smooth, measured gulps. Where the badger failed on dry land, this feathered titan dominates the water. As the bird digests its meal, a cunning, predatory scheme takes shape in the starving badger's mind. Marching along the elevated ridge under the blazing sun, the badger carries the heavy snake like a trophy. His prize was hard won, and for a moment, victory feels secure. But high above, riding the blistering thermal winds, circles the secretary bird. Its keen raptor vision locks onto the dark shape moving across the open plain. Deep inside the sunlit underground den, an even harsher reality awaits. Two tiny, trembling cubs crawl out from their dry grass nest, whimpering softly and nudging their dry noses against their parents' empty mouth. The badger can only offer gentle licks to their foreheads. Seeing his offspring weak with hunger ignites an unstoppable, primal fire within him. He will not fail them again. A flash flood forces the platypuses from their flooded burrow straight into the jaws of a waiting crocodile. Click the link in the description to see if they survived. And now, back to the adventures of the honey badger. Nature teaches a simple, unyielding truth. Shortcuts never build real strength. Taking the easy path and claiming another's kill offered the badger nothing more than a fleeting illusion of triumph, and the sky was quick to reclaim what was never truly earned. True mastery is not found in avoiding hardship, but in turning around to confront the very challenge that broke you in the first place. The badger prevailed not because he was invulnerable, but because his purpose was greater than his fear, and he refused to let an early failure write his final chapter. In the unforgiving arena of survival, falling is just part of the journey. The only real defeat is refusing to rise and strike again.